everyone, I'm Jacinta from Postural. Welcome back to your Beginner for Pilates series. You're at day 2 today of 5. So yesterday we learned about finding your neutral pelvis and spinal alignment, along with your Pilates breath and how to engage your core correctly. So a lot of really good tips in that one. If you haven't seen it, check it out today and then follow along with me today. So today's video and workout is about finding our optimal alignment of our head, neck and shoulders, along with that full body spinal alignment. So if you do have a Pilates ball, please grab that along with your mat so that you can join in. If you don't have a Pilates ball, maybe you could roll up a towel and utilize that. It just gives us some nice feedback around the shoulders so we can connect in and find that optimal alignment, and also some nice beautiful extension over that ball in one particular exercise. So if you don't have one, not a huge deal, you can still follow along. Otherwise, meet me on the mat when you are ready. Okay guys, so meet me laying down on your back with the ball in your hands, arms extended up towards the ceiling. So just like yesterday, we want to have our feet in train truck position so that nice and parallel. Knees are in line with your hip bones, knees are pointing up and toes pointing forward. Reach those arms up towards the ceiling, and then I want you to just to sink those arm bones down in towards your socket, in towards your mat. So you're feeling really connected underneath that armpit area. So from here, let's add on with those arms. We're going to take an inhale as you take those arms over your head. As you do this, keep connected through the rib cage towards your pelvis. So you want to really flatten those ribs down in towards your mat. On your exhale, raise those hands up towards the ceiling. Again, sinking those arm bones down in towards its socket. So inhale, float the arms behind you. Keeping that imaginary textbook heavy onto your rib cage. Do not let the ribs pop. Let's keep them right down. Good. Exhale to lift the arms up. So just inhale to take the arms behind. Breathing out through those pursed lips to raise the arms towards the sky. Good. Start to bring that awareness around the tummy area here. Remembering when we breathe out, we're pulling in up and through that pelvic floor, flattening that tummy, narrowing in of that waist. So really simple, but just getting that idea of keeping that rib cage here, connecting into your breath. Nice. From here, we're going to take those arms up towards the ceiling, continue your outward breath, nod your chin to chest, lift the head and shoulders slightly off the floor, bringing those arms towards your knees, and then inhale, relaxing the head slowly back down, continue to take those arms behind you. So breathe out, curling up. Maybe we can lift up a little higher this time, taking the balls towards your knees. Good, flatten the tummy here. Inhale to slowly press it back down, waving the arms behind. So as you do this, let's keep your shoulders down away from your ears the whole time. They're not going to be friends today. Let's keep them right away from each other. Breathing out, curling up, just lifting the tips of your shoulder blades up off your floor. Really nice. So we've got 3 more of these. Keeping that rib cage nice and flat. Let's breathe out, slide that bottom rib down towards your pelvis as you curl up. Pulling that pelvic floor up, wrapping the side waist. Good job. We've got 2 more here. Inhale, take the ball behind you. Exhale. Lifting up. Good job. Really keep long through those arms, but sunken in through those shoulders, as in pulling that arm bone in, so we're really connected. This is your last one here. Breathing out, lifting up, reach that ball towards your knees, lift up a little higher. Can we leave that ball between the knees here now? Squeezing that ball to hold it there, lie all the way back down, arms are relaxed down by your side. Let's bring those legs in a little bit, so the feet a little bit closer towards your bottom here. Ready for your bridges. So let's just start with our pelvic tilts to get that movement through our lower body. So I want you to breathe out, press all of your lower spine in towards your mat. Good, keep relaxed through those glutes. And then inhale, rocking that pelvis in the opposite direction, creating that little arch in that lower back. So exhale, drawing those abs in, pressing that lower spine towards your mat. Inhale, taking those hip bones away from you. We've got 2 more of these rocks. Good job. Last one, exhale. And inhale, rock it all the way away. And then finding your neutral spine. So remember that is in between those 2 extremes. So if you need to check, taking those hands, creating that little triangle, and the hip bones, so your fingertips and your heels of your hand should be nice and level. So you can just lift that head up, check you are all good to go here, finding that neutral spinal alignment, taking those arms down by your side. Lovely. From here, let's take that rock one more time, drawing those abdominals in, print all of your lower spine in towards that mat. This time, squeeze your glutes and roll up to find your first bridge. So just coming into your first position here into your bridge, we want to keep those knees just tracking forward over the center of your feet here. Go ahead and melt that chest down, one vertebrae at a time. Try and reach out through that tailbone, lengthen that spine as much as possible, and then release and find that neutral spine. Okay, so pelvis rocking forward, squeezing those glutes, peeling up. Maybe we can explore that range a little higher with those hips. Just check that those hip bones though are nice and level at the top. Good, sinking down through the sternum, keeping those abs nice and active as we gently press the vertebrae one at a time down. So just getting that segmental movement of your whole spine. It's about that glute engagement, but today focusing on that mobility throughout the spine. Yeah, so just check in with those hands. You'll notice I'm kind of feeling around my pelvis. I like to just check that I have got my optimal alignment around that pelvis. So finding that tuck under, peeling up, really opening up through those hip flexors at the top here. Really getting a little bit warmer through those glutes and hammies. Good, rolling down. We have just one more of these. So go ahead, squeeze those glutes, roll up. Good, hold it at the top into that shoulder bridge just for a second. Can we check that your rib cage here isn't popping up? We're nice and connected through our abdominals. So go ahead, draw those ribs in. Squeeze those glutes at the top, starting to build that warmth in behind your glutes. So holding here for 10. For 9, keep squeezing that ball just nice and gently. Breathing in and out, keeping that connection for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and peel down one vertebrae at a time, super slow. Slow it right down, coming all the way until that tailbone is the very last thing to tap, and then rock back into neutral. So good, guys. Let's just come on up here. We'll move into our roll downs. Our roll ups. So I want you to just place those feet train track position here. Arms are extended in front. Then I want you to sit nice and tall. Stack those heads over your shoulders, over that rib cage and over your pelvis. So you're trying to create the straightest line like a ruler, taking those arms out in front of you. Let's go ahead, shrug those shoulders up and down. Just 3 times. And then hold those shoulders down. Remember, they're not friends today. Let's keep them separated. So right here. From here, we're finding our C curve. So this time I want you to rock off your sit bones, tilting that pelvis under, start scooping in through those abs, keep reaching out through that ball. Can we feel each vertebrae tap your mat, just like we did in our glute bridges. Come all the way down. Continue to take those arms behind you, keeping that rib cage down. Breath out, arms come up, nod your chin to chest. Try and roll all the way up here if you can, using your tummy muscles, and then restack that spine nice and tall. So you're just balancing on those sit bones. Can we grow a little taller? Can we pull those shoulders down? Good, go ahead, find that C curve. So we're coming down, finding where we're like, I've kind of like punched you through the belly. You've got that really strong core here. Use that core control to print down each vertebrae, flatten through those abs, taking that inhale, ball ways behind. So good, guys, we've got 3 more of these after this one. So exhale, roll all the way back up. Sit as tall as you can, and let's go again, 3 more. Super controlled on the way down. Grow a little taller, we have 2 more. Good, really scoop in those abs. Can we go super slow on the way down, all the way down till your head taps the floor. Great, we have 1 more here. Good, remember that feeling of being really strong through that core, like I've just punched you in the belly. Good, this is your last one. Take it as slow as you can. Arms come forward, breathe out. Sit even tall on those sit bones, roll the shoulders back. Really nice here, guys. From here, I want you to place that ball behind your back, but in your upper back. So kind of where, if you're a ladies here, where your bra strap might be, so between your shoulder blades. And then go ahead and lie on down with that ball just here. Remember, if you don't have that ball, a really nice prop to use here is a rolled up towel. So just create that little molded ball, pop it here, and you should be all good. Let's take those knees up towards the ceiling, feet nice and relaxed, hands behind your head to support the back of your neck. So right here, we've got those elbows slightly forward, so get a bit of engagement underneath your shoulder blades. Good, from here, I want you to take a big inhale as you take your head back and over that ball. And then breathe out as we curl up, nodding your chin towards your chest, sliding those rib cages down towards your pelvis, so coming into a nice little curl. Good, inhale as we float up and over that ball. Exhale, closing that rib cage, pulling up that pelvic floor. So eye gaze is just looking forward at those knees, or if you need to look at those lower abs to ensure you're flattening here. We don't want any bulging through those abs, really pull them in. Good, so just continue here. This one feels so delightful on that spine. We're getting some extension through your upper back here, into your thoracic spine. So a really nice one here if you're working and you just need a quick little break. I love this exercise just to encourage that breath, get that full oxygen in, and to encourage a bit of mobility through that upper back, particularly if you're feeling a little bit stiff here. Good, so we've got 5 more here. Inhale, and then exhale. Hold at the top. Can we pull that tummy in even tighter? Can we flatten even more? Great, we've got 4 to go. Exhale. Scooping that belly in even more. Nice, and 3 to go. So just working nice and slowly on this one. Good, 2 to go. Really fill up those lungs. Use your tummy to pull yourself up. Again, sliding that ribcage down towards your pelvis. Great work, we've got 1 more here. Inhale, take it up and over. Holding here just for a second, really releasing through that upper back. And then exhale, all that oxygen out. We're going to hold at the top here, hold it up, flatten that tummy even more, reach those arms long past your hips. Can we lift up off that ball a little more? So try not to chill out on that ball. We're working strong here. Good. Holding here, can we lift up a little more, reaching those fingertips towards your heels. Palms are facing up, shoulders are down and back, so think about that postural alignment. Good, holding here if you can. If you need to, placing those hands behind the back of your head to support. We have another 8-second hold. Really not rely on that ball. Can we lift up a little higher? We have 5, 4, 3, lower abs zipping up, 2, and 1. Inhale, take those arms overhead. Just enjoy that extension here for a second. Little rock from side to side if that feels good. Alrighty, everyone, let's come on up. We are going to find some scapular movement, so getting some mobility in between the shoulders here. So you'll need to find a half plank position. So bringing those hands directly underneath your shoulder line here. Walk the knees out a little. Go ahead and tuck that tailbone under, lowering those hips down. So right here, we are finding our plank position, which is all about our core. So hold it nice and tight through the center here. Continue that breath as we continue to pull those abs in. So in the video 1, we learned how to keep that core connection as we continue our breath. So remembering in Pilates, we breathe in through our rib cage so we can allow for our tummy to stay nice and tight. So keep that connection right here. Good, we're going to come into our shoulder retractions. So on your inhale, lowering the chest down, sinking that sternum down towards the floor. Then exhale, press through those hands, lifting up the chest away from your mat, and think about your shoulder blades sliding apart here. So inhale, we let those shoulder blades kiss in together, bringing the chest down. Noticing how I'm trying to keep my head in line with my rest of my spine. So noticing that correct alignment here. So it's not the head that comes forward, it's not the chest just coming down, or the head that comes forward. Everything will need to lower down in one. Good, so kissing those shoulder blades together, pushing through those 10 fingers, lifting up. So this time really exaggerate that movement. Can we pull those shoulder blades even further apart? Squeezing gently into those glutes, continuing that core connection. So sinking down, and then lift up and out of those shoulders, separate the shoulder blades. Perfect, we have 5 more here. We should start to feel very shortly, if not already, some warmth around the shoulder blades here. And this is just getting the back of your shoulder blades, which rest on the back of your rib cage here, gliding nice and smoothly out and in. So really nice one if you've been sitting at the computer for a while, just to get that mobility through your shoulder blades. We have about 3 more to go. Good, let's do 1 more together. Again, exaggerating this as much as you can, bringing that chest down. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. Eye gaze looks forward just slightly. Good, exhale, press it up. Separate those shoulder blades, draw the tummy in. Really good. Nice work, guys. Let's walk those knees in a little bit closer, and we are in our 4-point kneel. So right here, I want you to sink your chest down, but this time take your eye gaze forward, tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Good, exhale, rounding through your spine, nod your chin towards your chest, looking at those knees. Good, inhale to take it away, rocking that pelvis up. Exhale, draw those abdominals in. Good, so we pass through neutral each time, which is about here, and then we continue to go into our extension. Nice one, let's tuck those toes under, ready. The next time we round through your spine, push through those hands, draw those abs in. We're hovering those knees up and off your mat, rounding your spine. Good, gently lower those knees back down, sink that chest down, eye gaze looks forward. Great, we've got 5 more here. Exhale, pull that belly button to spine, lift those knees up. Rounding through as much as you can, then create that arch. Nice, 4 more to go. Abs zip in, lifting up. So getting that segmental spinal movement here again. So I like to feel that ripple through my spine as I nod my chin to chest, lifting each vertebrae up, tucking up, eventually through that tailbone. Sorry, yep, nearly forgot, lift those knees up and off. Lots to think about. Lowering those knees down. We have 2 more here. Exaggerate this one as much as you can. You have your very last one. Exhale, round through the spine, zipping up those abs, lifting up those knees. Good, gently lowering those knees down, very carefully, continuing into that extension one very last time. Good job. Let's just rest the bottom down over your heels. Reach those arms forward, coming into a child's pose. Have a little rock from side to side, taking a big inhale, filling up the back lungs here through that rib cage, and then exhale it all out. Good, rounding through that spine, just slide those hands in towards your knees, and then lifting all the way back up. From here, we're going to finish with our roll down, so you'll need to come to a standing position. Taking those feet right underneath your hip bones, relax those arms down by your side, and then from here, nodding that chin to chest. Rolling down, bringing those arms towards the floor. Let your head be super heavy here. Little rock from side to side, little nod with your head. And then tuck that tailbone under, peeling up, bringing that pelvis into the neutral alignment, and then rebuilding your spine one on top of each other as we stand tall. Good, let's go 2 more here. Chin to chest, rolling down. Again, let everything be heavy. Maybe we're finding a bit more length through those hamstrings with extending those knees back, if you can. Good, bending those knees, rolling up. Keep those hands super heavy. Tailbone tucks, peel all the way up. And then exhale. all the way down. Find your ragdoll position, this time holding onto those elbows, rocking from side to side. Pause in between, so into the center. Let those arms be long once again. Last one here. Can we get a sense of drawing those abdominals in? So pull them in away from your waist pants. Let those hands just glide you up. Good, coming back into that neutral alignment. Rebuilding lower spine, middle spine, upper back. Roll those shoulders back and down. Feel like the crown of your head is lifted nice and tall towards the ceiling. Your feet are nice and grounded into the floor. And feel that openness through the front chest. So hold that thought. Continue on with your day. Hopefully you're feeling a little lighter and just carry yourself feeling this blissful, hopefully. Thank you so much for joining me for your day 2 of your beginner Pilates series. I hope that you enjoyed. Leave me a comment below on how you went. If you've got any questions, please let me know there as well. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow's session. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and I will really appreciate that. Continue to give you these free workouts. Have a beautiful day.